Hello everyone, welcome back to Miss Fashion YouTube channel. My name is Miro. If you are new here, you're welcome. Kindly hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. In today's tutorial, we are going to be going about the cutting and sewing of this blouse. It's an Amo Princess that bustier blouse. If this is something you are interested in learning, you will definitely keep on watching, and let's get started with the tutorials. So this is my basic body. I have my chest line, bust line, under bust, half length, and the full length of the blouse. Okay, so this is what I have on this pattern right now. So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'll be taking the nipple to nipple measurement of my client. Okay, so the nipple to nipple measurement I'm working with is 9 inch. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5, so I'll mark it down there. So I'm going to be taking it on my chest line, under bust line, the half length, and also the full length. Okay, I'm basically taking it on all the lines that I drew, okay, on this pattern. So the next thing, I'll be connecting all the points together like so to form a straight line down to the hemline. Okay, so this is what I have right now, as you can see on the screen. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be tightening the under bust, okay, of this pattern. The under bust, I went in by 2 inch from the side, and I came in by 0.75 for the center front. Okay, for the bust tightening, I went for that to come down by ½ inch on the bust point, and I also went up by ½ inch. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I want to get my armhole measurement, the center point of my armhole measurement. So I'll place my tape from where my shoulder slope stops. So whatever I have for my armhole measurement, round armhole measurement, I'll mark it. So what I got was 4 inch. So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be using my curve ruler to connect both points together. The ½ inch I went up from the bust point to connect the figure I got for the center point of my armhole measurement. So the next thing I'll be doing is to connect the ½ inch I came down with on the bust point to the 2 inch I went in for the bust tightening. I hope you understand. Okay, so that is what I'm basically doing. I'm connecting both points together. So this is what I got after connecting the points together like so. So basically the ½ inch that I went up with and the ½ inch that I came down with from the bust point will help me to have smooth curve at the bust point area. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing, I'm going to be going in by 2 inch from the full length of the dress like so. So I'm going to be connecting the lines together. Okay, I'm going to be connecting the lines together like so. So I later reduced it to 1.5 inch, as you can see. Okay, so I later reduced it to 1.5 inch for the hemline. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be connecting the center front, the data that I went in from the center front. I'll connect it to the bust point like so. I'm going to be connecting it to the bust point like so, as you can see on the screen. So this is what I have. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing, I'm going to be extending the line, okay, to meet the hem of the blouse like so. So I'm basically just blending the curve right there, as you can see. So this is what I have. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I want to tighten my armhole area. Okay, so I want to tighten my armhole area. So what I'll be doing, I'm going to be coming down from that curve at the armhole area by 1 inch. I'll come down by 1 inch. This will help to avoid excess at the armhole area. Okay, so it's important that you tighten the armhole area of your princess that's bustier. So I will connect it like so to meet the previous line, okay, at the bust point area. Okay, I will connect it to meet the bust point okay, like so. So basically, if you do this for your princess dart bustier, you won't have excess at the armhole area, okay? So that's why it's important for you to always tighten your armhole area of your princess dart bustier. So from that point where I came down with width by 1 inch, I'm going to be also going up by 1 inch from that point. So I'll be coming back to that later, okay? So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be tightening the side bust, okay? Whatever I have from the bust point to the under bust region, I will divide it by 2. I'll connect it like so. So I'll connect it like so to make the bust point, okay? So this is what I have right now after connecting it, okay? So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'll be taking the round bust measurement of my client, okay, divided by 2 plus the dart intake at the armhole area, which is 1 inch. I'll replace the dart. So at the under bust region, I'm going to be dividing the round under bust measurement by 4, okay, plus the sewing allowance, and also I'll be replacing the dart intake, okay? I'll also be replacing the dart intake, as you can see on the screen right now. Please always replace your darts, okay, to avoid shortage. So the next thing I'll be doing, I'll be connecting both lines together like so. So I also went further to take the hip measurement of my client, the round hip measurement of my client. I replaced the dart plus the sewing allowance. So I'm going to be connecting from the waistline to the hip line like so. So this is what I have after connecting the lines together. So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be going over to that armhole area, okay, to the 1 inch I went up from the armhole area, okay. So basically for this princess dart bustier, I'm not going to be working with the previous armhole any longer, okay. So this will help to prevent shortage also, because if you cut directly on your previous armhole area, if you cut this pattern like so, you will have shortage, okay, you will have shortage. So I extended the curve, the side bust at the armhole area by 1 inch. So I connected it straight to meet the side. I hope you can see what I have done on the screen. So this will help to avoid shortage, guys. So that will not be our new armhole measurement. So the next thing I went over was to take the neckline. I went it by 4 inch and I came down by 4 inch, as you can see. So this is the preferred neckline I want to use for the blouse, okay. So this is what I have for the front at this point, okay, guys. So if at this point you are yet to subscribe, kindly hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video, okay. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing now, I'll be shading off the part I'll be taking out from this pattern, okay. I'm basically just shading out the dart I'll be taking off from this pattern like so. So you do same for yours. If you follow this pattern, trust me, if your armhole princess dart bustier game was not tight, definitely after watching this video, try this pattern and you'll be amazed. So I went up by 2 inch from the full length of this blouse. I connected it to meet the center point like so, as you can see. So this is what I have for the front pattern of this blouse, okay. This is what I have for the front pattern. So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be blending the bust point area to have a smooth curve like so, as you can see on the screen. So we are moving over to the back pattern right now. So this is what I have for the back pattern. I have the the chest line, I have the bust point, I have the under bust, the bust point, okay, I have the under bust, the half length, and the full length of the blouse. Okay, so I will go further to take the nipple to nipple measurement of my client. Okay, so the nipple to nipple measurement of my client is 9 inch divided by 2 will be 4.5. okay, just like the figure I used for the front pattern. Okay, I'll point it out like so, highlighting it out like so. So I'll go for that to connect all the points together. So guys, I didn't leave the zipper allowance space for this back pattern. Okay, so when cutting yours, just provide space for your zipper allowance. It can be 1 inch, 2 inch, okay, before taking your nipple to nipple measurement. Okay, so I'll be providing the space on the fabric. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be going over to the armhole region. So I'm going to be measuring my armhole line. Whatever I have, I'm going to be dividing it by 2. From the shoulder slope region, you measure your armhole line. Whatever you have, you divide it by 2. So what I had was 4 inch. Okay, so I'll be connecting the point to meet the bust point. I'll be connecting the line to meet the bust point. Okay, as you can see, I'll connect to the bust point like so. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be coming down from the hemline, the full length of the dress of this blouse, by 1 inch. So I'll connect it to meet the bust point like so, as you can see. Okay, so I'll connect it like so to meet the bust point. So I'll take my curve ruler to just curve that part to blend it. Okay, like so. Okay, so this is what I have after blending it. So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be going over to the armhole area. Okay, I'm going to be going over to the armhole area. Okay, so I will come down by 0.5 inch. I will come down by 0.5 inch like so. I will connect it to meet the previous line, as you can see. I'll connect it to meet the previous line like so. So this is for the back. I'm just basically shading out that I'll be taking off for the back pattern. The next thing I'll be doing, I'm going to be taking my round measurement. Okay, I'll be taking my round measurement, my bust divided by 4 plus sewing allowance. Okay, so the under bust divided by 4 plus sewing allowance, and also the dart intake. I'll go over to the full length. I'll do the same thing. Okay, so after doing that, I've connected all the lines together, as you can see on the screen right now. I'm going to be cutting out this pattern. Okay, I'm going to be cutting out this pattern, as you can see. Okay, like I said, for the zipper area, I didn't include the zipper allowance for this pattern. I'm going to be including it while cutting my fabric. Okay, so I will also go further to take the neckline measurement, 4 inch by 2 inch. Okay, for the back. That was what I used for the back. Okay, that was what I used for the back for this blouse. Thing I'll be doing now is that I'll be cutting out the pattern for both the front and the back. As you can see, just watch the way I'm cutting it. Okay, so I won't cut from the previous armhole, as you can see. Okay, just follow the way I'm cutting it. You do same for yours. Okay, so I'm taking out that. I'm cutting through the side now. Okay, as you can see. So if I had cut through the previous armhole line, there will be shortage while joining this pattern together on my fabric. So I'm closing the bust that region now, so I'll just tape it down like so. So I've successfully closed down the bust that. This is what I have for the front pattern right now after taking out all the darts. Okay, so I'm cutting out the back pattern. Okay, so after cutting my pattern, this is the fabric I'm using. Okay, I have a doll face I'll be using to line the lace fabric. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern on the fabric. So I've gone ahead to cut out the pattern on the lace fabric and also on the doll face. Okay, so I've also gone ahead to iron stay on it. Okay, I used the tissue gum. I ironed my tissue gum on both the front and the back doll face pieces. Okay, as you can see on the screen right now. So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be powdering the front part of this blouse. Okay, so I have my waddy. I also have my hemming gum. Okay, so I have my waddy. I'm using the medium weight waddy, okay, for this project. So I'm going to be cutting out my waddy on the front part of this blouse. Okay, so what I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be indicating the point where my waddy will start and where it will stop at the center front area. Okay, so from the shoulder line like so, I came down by 7 inch. Basically the standard measurement is basically 7 inch. Okay, so this is also depending on your preference. Okay, I think the basic standard measurement is 7 inch. I came down by 7 inch. From that 7 inch, I'll be extending the line down to the under bust measurement of my clients. Okay, so basically it was still 7 inch. Okay, from the shoulder line I measured 7 inch. From the line I got, I also came down by 7 inch, as you can see. Okay, so from that line to my client under bust was 7 inch. Mind you, if your client is bigger than the size I'm working with, it might be more than 7 inch. It can be 6 inch depending on your body measurement. It can be 8 inch. Okay, from the 7 inch line that I came down from the shoulder line. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be placing my wording on the center front from that 7 inch line that I came down from the shoulder like so. So I'll place my tape there and also mark the same 7 inch. Okay, which is from that 7 inch I came down from the shoulder line. I also went down by 7 inch. Okay, basically you come down to meet your under bust. Okay, so that was what I did to get the center front body. Okay, as you can see on the screen. I hope it's clear. If you have any question, you can drop it at the comment section down below. I will definitely reply you. Okay, so I'll go over it again. From the shoulder line I came down by 7 inch, which is basically the standard measurement. So from that 7 inch I placed my tape to locate my under bust measurement. The figure I got is what I used in cutting the waddy. Okay, so I've put my hemming gum. Okay, I've placed my hemming gum at the center point at the lines that I drew. Okay, so I went ahead to place my waddy on the hemming gum, so I'm going to be pressing it down. So basically the reason for this hemming gum is that most times some waddy, they tend not to fuse to fabric very well. Okay, so with the help of the hemming gum, it will be very easy. Okay, and it will save time while padding your dress. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be cutting the other side. You can see the center front. You can see how I have infused the body to the center front fabric, as you can see. So I'll be heading over to the side front, okay, to cut the body for the side front. As you can see, I'll make sure I locate the bust point. I notch the bust point for the side and the center front. Okay, so I'll make sure I match the bust point like so. I'll match the bust point like so. So I'll indicate where my body started from at the center front. As you can see, I'll mark it at the side. So from that point, I came in by 5 inch. Okay, my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So I added half of an inch to it. You can add 1 inch to it. I added half of an inch to it to get the curve at the side. Okay, to get the curve I'll be using to cut the body at the side. I hope you understand, guys. So I'll place my body like so. I'll just eyeball it and just trace it like so. Okay, I'll just trace it out like so to meet my under bust. Okay, to meet my under bust. Okay, so it's best that your body stops at your under bust. Okay, it shouldn't go more than your under bust. Okay, so I'll just cut it out like so. I'm just trying to place it properly and also trace out very well, as you can see. So I'll flip it over to the other side like so. Okay, so I've successfully trimmed out the part that I don't want. Okay, I'm going to be cutting 2 for the sides. Make sure you get the curve right. You divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2. Whatever you have, you add half of an inch to it or 1 inch to it. Okay, you add half of an inch to it or 1 inch to it to get the curve. You connect it to your under bust for the side. This is for the side. Okay, so I will also go ahead to place my hemming gum on the part where I want to pad. Okay, at the side front, I'll place my hemming gum like so. I'll take one piece of it and place it. Okay, you place the part that has gum. You place the part that has gum on the parts where there's gum on the body. That's where you'll be placing to your fabric. So I've gone ahead to successfully iron the body to the side front. Okay, so what I have here now is the side front, the 2 side front and the center front. Okay, that's what I have here. Okay, so guys, ignore the stains are from the iron. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now, I'm going to be joining the patterns together. Before I join the patterns together, I'm going to be infusing my lace fabric to my doll face. Okay, I'm going to be laminating my lace fabric to my doll face. So what I'm doing now is that I am basically just putting my hemming gum on the doll face like so. So this way it will make your doll face and your lace to be one piece. Okay, so there will not be any space, or I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. It will infuse your doll face and your lace fabric will be in one piece. Okay, so I've gone ahead to do the same thing for the back and for the other sides of the front, as you can see. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be joining the front, all the sides together. Okay, for the front and also for the back. Okay, so this is the front pieces, so I'm going to be joining the pieces together. Okay, So I'll flip it over like so, right side facing each other. I'm going to be placing the bust points. Make sure you mark your bust point, you notch your bust point. Okay, please guys, always notch your bust point. Okay, so I'm going to be placing the bust points of the center front and also of the side front together. Okay, as you can see on the screen, this is for the center front. Okay, always notch your bust points. Okay, it's always easier that way when joining the pieces. Okay, so I'll place it like so. I'll take my needle, my pin, I'll just pin it down like so that it doesn't shift. Okay, I'll just pin it down to the hemline like so. So after pinning it down, I'll be taking it over to the sewing machine. I'll start sewing from the hemline down to the upper part. Okay, so I'm basically just arranging the fabrics together. So I'll do the same thing for the other side. I will also do the same thing for the other side. I'm going to be sewing it like so. Okay, so I will also join the back pieces together. I'm also going to be joining the back pieces together. I'll join all the back pieces together, then I'll bring it to the camera for you to see. So after joining the front pieces, this is what I have. Okay, as you can see, I'm gonna head to join the front pieces together and every other part of this fabric. Okay, I've joined the back pieces together and this is the front. So the next thing I'll be doing, I'm going to be notching the under bust region. Please make sure you notch your under bust. Okay, so after notching the both sides of the under bust region, I'm going to be pressing this the seam allowance. Okay, I'm going to be open pressing the seam allowance at the bust area, as you can see. So I'm just basically sprinkling water on it. If you are using steam iron, there will not be need for that. Okay, so I'll just open press. After open pressing it from the inside, I'll flip it over to the front side like so. Okay, put it on my bust hem and I'll mold the bust region, as you can see. Okay, so after molding it, this was the result I had. Okay, this was the result I had after molding it, as you can see on the screen right now. So the next thing I'll be doing now is that I'm going to be introducing my boning. Okay, so I have about I have half-inch boning. Okay, size. Okay, the size of the boning I'm holding is 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm going to be sewing it on the bust area like so. As you can, I've done for the other side of the bust area. Okay, I'm going to be doing for this side. So I'll place it like so. I'm going to be sewing on the same allowance, as you can see. Just look at what I'm doing. I'm going to be sewing on the seam allowance area, of the bust. Okay, the allowance that I took out when I was sewing the bust, that's where I'll be sewing this boning. Okay, I am not caging this blouse, but I want to put this boning at the bust area. Okay, so it will help to make the bust region firm. As you can see, it will help to make that part firm. But if you feel like using bra cup, you can still go ahead. If you feel like leaving your pattern with just the wording, it is still fine. But I feel like putting this boning, okay, this boning will help to also give the bust area structure. Okay, so I went ahead to sew the boning. Okay, so I'm going to be sewing the boning for the other side, and I'll bring bring it back to the camera for you to see. Okay, so I've gone ahead to sew the boning, as you can see, for the both sides of the blouse. Like I said, what the boning does is that it helps the bust area to be firm. Okay, so that is it. Okay. And if you want to do a proper bust caging, you do that on the lining. Okay, I think I'll be doing a proper bust caging on this channel. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing, I'll place it like so on my tailor's arm, and I'm going to be covering the sharp point of the boning. I'll be using a paper stay to cover it. If you have a stay, anything that you have, any stay you have, you use to cover it. But if you have a paper tape, the best thing to do is that before you sew your boning on the bust region, you cover both ends of the boning with a paper tape. If you don't have a paper tape, you can also do it this way. Okay, so I'm basically just pressing the paper tape down at the beginning of the boning and also at the down part. Okay, you press it on both sides, then you iron properly like so. Okay, so that's what I'm basically doing right now. Okay, so when I'm done with that, I'll flip it over like this. I'm going to be molding the boning to the shape of the bust, okay, line, the bust area. Okay, so I'll mold it like so. When I was done, this is what I had. Okay, as you can see, so I'm trying to just press the bust region inside so you see the effect of the boning. Okay, so this will help your bust area to have structure. Okay, this will help the bust area to have it, to define the bust area. Okay, to give it structure, So the next thing I'll be doing, I'll be placing the right side of the lining to the right side of the main fabric. I'll be using my lining to turn the main fabric. So if you are doing turn up, if you want to do turn up for the blouse, you will have to reduce the lining by 1 inch. Okay, but for this video I am not doing turn up for the blouse. Okay, I'm going to be piping the down part. But if you are doing turn up for yours, you reduce the lining by 1 inch so that it will drag the main fabric up. Okay, so I'm going to be turning the neckline and the sides. Okay, so I'll take this to my sewing machine. I'll turn the neckline. I'll also turn the sides of this blouse, leaving the down part open. Okay, leaving the down part open. So for the back area, I'll turn the zipper area. Okay, and also turn the sides. So I've gone ahead to turn the neckline of the front piece and the sides. I also did the same thing for the back area, for the back. Okay, so this is what I have for the front. This is the inside, as you can see. This is the inside of the blouse. As you can see how neat it is. So you do same for yours. This is the front part of the blouse. So the next thing I'll be doing, I'll be introducing my back to the front. Okay, I'll place the front side of the right side of the back to the right side of the front. Okay, I'll be joining the shoulders together. I'm going to be attaching the shoulders together. Okay, the shoulder of the front and that of the back, I'll place them like so. Okay, and then I'll take it to the sewing machine, then I'll sew it. I'll do the same thing for the other side. Okay, for the both shoulders. So that's what I'll be doing now. Then after doing that, I'll be shaping the sides. I'll be shaping the sides with the sewing allowance. So I've gone ahead to shape the sides with the sewing allowance that I left. So I pinned down the zipper area where I'll be fixing my zipper, the zipper allowance that I left. Okay, so I'll be attaching my zipper. So after attaching my zipper, I'll go ahead and pipe the down part of this blouse with a bias strip. So after that, I'll be cutting my sleeve. After cutting my sleeve, I'll be attaching my sleeve. You can go ahead and attach your preferred sleeve. When I was done attaching my sleeve, this was the end result. Okay, as you can see on the screen. If at this point you haven't subscribed, please kindly subscribe, hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. This blouse is paired with a wrapper. Okay, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. Thanks for watching. See you on my next one. Bye.